This is a piece I just put together a couple of months ago. So, here it is. So in love, baby. So in love.
Numero is a Chicago-based record label that deals in lesser-known recording artists, lesser-known music, lesser-known musicians, and just kind of tries to celebrate some great musical moments that may have fallen through the cracks. Chicago Party was a television show run out of a nightclub on the South Side, and as sort of a promotional vehicle for the club, they would shoot this television show there. They seem to think of it more as like a Saturday Night Live than a Soul Train. There were skits, there were contortionists, magicians, fashion shows, and then there was local music, local acts. Episode 21, Willie Woods welcomes to the stage the Universal Togetherness Band. Tear it up.
Tear it up. Oh, yes. Tear it up, guys. Good. Smoke. Yow, yow.
And there's just this stomping bass drum, and it's kind of like a disco beat. It's kind of like sloppy, kind of like punky bass. And I'm like, okay. And then, the music just drops.
Children's crying, papa's crying about how his time was spent. Mama's working extra long trying to pay the rent. Brothers in the world of trouble running from the law. Sister's gonna see the world like she ain't never saw, no. Till we reach top.
Everything at that time was very high gloss. Just had this nice glossy sheen to it, and these guys were just very raw. Everything about it, I just kind of, again, after watching these suited and booted soul combos, doing synchronized dance moves, I was like, well, I found my guy.
Woo! Universal Togetherness. Come on, let's give it to them.
And so, Universal Togetherness Band, they all introduced themselves at the end.
Andre Gibson, I'm keyboard, arranger, and composer.
Right on, Andre.
Andre Gibson was the main guy, so I searched Andre Gibson Universal Togetherness Band, and there was one result and one result only.
Morning, I'm just sitting here having my coffee, and I get a phone call. The guy on the other line said, hey, are you the same Andre Gibson that had Universal Togetherness Band? I hadn't heard that name in almost 30 years, right? He was like, are you the same guy? I was like, yeah, that's me. He was like, well, we happened to come across some video footage of you guys doing a tune at Chicago Party, and we wanted to see if you were interested in, maybe discussing some a project with us. And I was like, dude, whatever they wanted to do, I was game for it. My mom made all of this stuff. Yeah, you see, and this is our outfit. This is all 5 for all the band members. This, of course, I had the most exciting one.
That's so cool.
I was live back then, man. They would ask, well, do you have anything? Do you have any other photos, or do you have any other music that we haven't heard yet? So I go to dig it.
Baby, don't you know that I want you? Baby, don't you know that I need you?
And surprisingly enough, a lot of that stuff was just in one concentrated area. You would think over these many years, a lot of that stuff would have been lost, but for some reason in my heart, I felt like this was gonna be something that was valuable.
just so happened that, Universal Togetherness Band was kind of the most exciting band on the Chicago party, and we really lucked out that they had just dozens of completed songs just kind of on ice, or we could take them, put them on a tape machine, and just, get blown back a few steps. In the instance of this record, this was a year and a half in the making. You put something out that you think is fresh and exciting, and you just hope people pick up on it. When I'm out and, the beat's at 120 beats per minute, and I play Once in a Lifetime, it's church up in there. People are dancing to it, and there's just nothing you can do. You're helpless to the Universal Togetherness Band tractor beams.
That's awesome. I love to see kids dance. If they want to dance off a beat that I created 35 years ago, that just makes me feel like I was connected to my audience, and that connection does not decrease or dissipate because of time. If my daughters who are 19 can enjoy what I did when I was 19, that speaks for itself.
Here you got a guy who is creating music, is making CDs, is making music videos with new music. He's moved on more so than anyone else. Andre Gibson probably hadn't thought about Universal Togetherness Band 5 years after Universal Togetherness Band broke up, because he never stopped making music. He just kept going. And I remember giving him the CD when we got the first prototype in, saying, "Andre, check it out, we did it, man." And he looked at it, he's like, "Cool," and just handed it back to me. He just was on to the next one.
I would say never compromise your creativity. There's so much inside of you, if you're musically inclined, that needs to be expressed. That form of expression will be fulfilling to you, and you'll enjoy who you are and what you do. But when you have a passion and a love for something, let that be your driving force. Be patient, but be consistent. I have not stopped creating music just because I didn't get paid for what I did 30 years ago. I just kept writing, kept singing, kept arranging, and that is satisfying to me.